here's what I do, the selling process. Now, I can't outline the exact script that I use for, making them get me as their service provider. But, kasi anong oras na, and the gist of the whole call, but the gist of the whole call looks like this, right? So the small talk, okay, is this is where I just ask them like how they are, hey, Shodan, now how's your week going? Like, where you from? How's the weather? Right? And then if they say, okay, that's good, like awesome. If you're ready to go, we can go ahead and get started. Right? That's it. That's the small talk. Keep it simple. Keep it under 30 seconds. Okay, it's just to get them really comfortable with the call. Now, next step two is I mahaba pang gabi, sama natin ng umaga if you like crap. Hugot ba yan? Star hirit. Anyway, next is setting the agenda. Okay. The agenda is for me to take control of the call. That's why I set up the agenda, because again, I don't want them to treat me, okay, like an employee. Okay? And I don't want to be treated as an expert. So taking control of something as simple as the call, right, can get you started on the right path. So what I usually do is like, okay, so let's get started now. We have like 45 minutes, and I really want to make sure at the end of the call I've gotten everything that I need on your end, and so I have a few questions for you. It might sound like I'm interrogating you, but really we're just going to dive in and get to know where you're at, what you need help with. At the end of the call, what I know is does it blah blah blah, and then if it makes sense and whether I can help you or not. Sounds good? And that's the thing, you have to get their yes or no. They say yes, you move on to step 3. But if, let's say, for example, you're setting the agenda and say, no, I want to know how much you charge. Okay, well, and then you can say, well, I really love to tell you how about how much I charge, but I do need to understand your business first. No, you don't need to understand. Look, John, I'm the one doing the interview here. I'm the one hiring here. I'm the one gonna be paying you, so you're the one who's gonna ask the question. Well, someone did that to me once, and I said, well, if that's how you look at things, then I don't think we can work together. Bye. Tapos. You don't owe them for a job. Like, there are tons of people that need your expertise. You don't have to waste it on just one motherfucker, right? Sorry. Yun lang. Yun. Okay, so now, so do you next is understand their business. So when you say understand their business, sorry. So this is the part where ask them the details about their business, and like what I said, you can't misdiagnose, right? Okay, because helping them out without knowing the reason why, right, is just irresponsible. Like what I said earlier, you don't have to have good speaking skills. Okay, again, because all you're gonna do is ask. I have questions like, sir, I'm not confident in interviews. I don't think I could speak great English. But in reality, tulad kanina, small talk, so setting the agenda, it's not a lot of words. And understanding their business, you just have to ask them questions. Okay, that's what are the questions are, what are you selling? How are you, how much is it priced? Now, what process do you have in place in getting leads? Right? Like, pwede mahingi ng one script. I don't have a script eh. Really, I don't. Yeah. So what's the normal sales process for you? So basically your goal is not to provide answers, but rather just to find out if they really need help that you're offering. Okay. Find out if there are existing assets that you can see inside their business. So just all you have to do is just diagnose. You don't have to talk a lot. Just diagnose. And if you ask long enough, they'd realize how big of a problem they have, right? So understand their business. And then number 4, present the opportunity. Okay, so this is where you present, what's missing on their revenue line, right? We talked on phase 2 about their revenue line. Okay, so are they having problems with leads, are having problems with conversions, or are they having problems with retention? So basically, presenting the opportunity, basically, it's you saying something along the lines of, um, like, well, from what from what we've talked about, it looks like the opportunity being missed here is insert whatever they said on number three. Right? You're trying to understand your business, right? Okay, so you basically say, tell them that, okay, well, from what you've told me, like earlier, right? You've just gone from number three, understand your business, to number four is, from what you've told me, it looks like the opportunity being missed here is blank. Just insert whatever they said on number three. Remember, you're asking them questions, and then you give them your observation. In reality, you're just repeating everything they said. Okay. But for the prospect, here's the thing, it would look as if you've just found a huge gap in their business. That's how it would sound like to your prospect. But in reality, you're just asking them questions and you're just repeating it back. Okay. You're repeating the question back to them. That's all you're doing. That's presenting the opportunity. Okay. Remember, like, how most people would say, oh, ang sarap mo talagang kausap, when in fact you just listen. As in, wala ka talagang ginawa. Nakinig ka lang. And then nagdadada lang sila. Tapos pagkatapos, ang sarap mo talagang kausap. But hindi ka naman nagsalita, right? Because just the fact that you're listening, you're asking them questions, is enough for them to assume na you're doing something. I mean, doon nila marirealize that, just by you asking questions, drilling down on their problem, doon mo malalaman. I mean, I could go on and on about the selling process because it really is more complex than it is, diba? It's more complex than it is. But since we were lacking, medyo kulang oras, let's leave it at that, right? Next is close the call. So what I do is, okay, after I present the opportunity and they said, oh, yeah, I think we're having problems with that. Okay, so ang gagawin ko, okay, so, well, um, paano ba? Like, okay, so, well, I have something that I think might do that just for you. And if you'd like to learn about it, I'll send you a document that outlines, the strategy that you can implement with or without me. That's the most important part. You tell them that, they don't need to hire you with or without me to solve the things that you told me earlier. Sounds good? And if they say, yeah, okay, end the call, send the proposal. That's it. Simply, diba? It's like they inquire about you because they know you're an expert. So by the time they book a call with you, andun na yung balance eh. They treat you as someone that they're equal with. Diba? So they go to the call, you do some small talks of the agenda, understand your business, present the opportunity, close the call, and then send them a proposal. And then when you send them a proposal, that's when um, you know, that's when you get them to pay you or they decline your offer. And it's good. If they agree with your proposal, then you just got yourself a client. If not, you just gained a fan. Like literally. I mean, whether they become a client or not in the future, what's important is that, you're able to show your expertise. That's the most important part there. Hindi sayang yung opportunity na yun. That you're able to show your expertise, okay, by helping them out. And more often than not, what's going to happen is they'll become your clients as soon as they can afford your services.